Hi folks, right, the second tone study, one's uploaded, well, you don't want to know that. Another one is by Andrew Broussard. Have a look at his work on YouTube if you get time. He used to be, oh, let's just move that a bit. He used to be on my Patreon channel, and like many of them, they progressed and became independent of me, and they've gone on to do some wonderful watercolours. Joe Menza, Lewis Davidson, others, to name but three. Right, okay, now it's a tone study in two colours. These are the two colours that Andrew used, or used in one of two of his demonstrations. Wear the paper all over. This is Saunders Waterford, £90, so it's a bit light, very, very good paper. Very porous, which is nice for wetting wet, but it does lift out a little bit if you catch it right. Nice bit of water on there. So we've got vermilion. I didn't think I had any of that because I don't really use it. I use the light red. But indigo I've used a lot of in the past on tone studies, but using different colours. Indigo and sepia, lovely colour. So let's put a bit of that over the top. And get a bit of red. Oh, that's strong there. A bit of a sunset. Okay, well there we are. That's quite nice. That will tone down. So a little bit of that colour in the foreground where the river, well, if I do a river, I do a lake. So I've just let that soak in a bit. My board's all over the place here. It's crooked compared to the easel. Oh, not that it really matters. That's where it should be. Oh, I know why. Sorry about that. My board here, this here is balanced on the, well, not balanced, on the slide out tray for the box easel, and it's probably come undone, so I'll have to tie that up later. So let's just get you a bit straighter again. Okay, this way I can show you the mixing of the two colours, but when my normal mode of operandi is much steeper angle, and I hold the palette. Right, okay, so let's just re-clip, turn them off. But I've got the camera almost overhead, but it well in front of my head, so that you don't see my wonderful head of hair. Okay, right, let's get some weak colour. A small height for this. Right, let's get a bit of background. Bit wet. There's enough water on the This will all dry a lot lighter. Warming up with a bit of that red. Could be the Wetlands in Walton Hall Park where I'll be riding my bike tomorrow if it's not raining. Right, let's see what happens when that dries off. Got a bit of a just dropping colours in really. I used to do this years ago. I used to sit up here before we had the room built into the roof space. I still had a window and a boarded floor, but it was a bit cold and a bit dusty, and the wind would whistle. But I did a lot of these, but using indigo and just one colour. But here I am, years later. Doing what I did all those years ago because I'm inspired by the work of Andrew. You know, I just like the freedom of this sort of painting. Pour that blue in here. I don't really like that. I think you know by now, I'm not a great lover of lifting out a cloud with tissue. Now, I want that to dry off a bit. I'm going to give it a dry now. I don't want to do any more wet there. I want to do some bit of stippling. Right, headphones off. I'll just find the plastic card which has vanished under a pile of brushes. I love this lifting out. It's gets some lovely effects with it. Look, just a corner of a card, the round bit. Okay, carry on drying now. Right, it's nearly gone flat. Oh, right, we'll get the brush, just bust it up a bit. Bit of water in the tips. Keep breaking the brush up till you get loads of separate bits. Okay, well, let's do a bit with the rigger now, I think. Now I'm wetting that with a trunk here so that I can just lift out a bit to highlight. Now I don't want to make both sides the same. So I've made this higher here. We'll put more. Just get a bit of light. Catching there. And I want a bit of soft stipple on the back here. That doesn't really work, does it? Top that out of it, it's just a bit too insistent, a bit too mechanical. The illusion of detail. Okay, now we've got a few splashes. I don't think I'll put any birds on because there's a bit of a mist in the background, you wouldn't really see them. Okay, let's put a mount on it. Well, see what it looks like. See, the blue I put in the sky has just disappeared. So you have to remember the watercolour dries about 50% lighter. Well, we'll call that the the Wetlands. Right, there you go. Two-tone study, two colours. The Wetlands, I've exaggerated, but they flood it from time to time. It's all part of the Wandle Valley system, and when there's a lot of water in here, you can see the trees and you can see the water glistening in various parts, especially when you've had heavy rain. It's very attractive. Might need just a little bit more. Right, no more. I'll give it a signature. I don't think I can give that a signature. I'll probably disappear into the murk. I'll just get a heavy bit of the blue, the indigo. Okay, well there we are, that's it for today, folks. I'll cover this with a bit of cling film, so I might just do a couple for Patreon tomorrow. You can support me on Patreon. You can look on Etsy at my 80 paintings that I've got on there. I haven't got around to putting any more on. So hope you enjoyed that. Got something from it. You could do these in one colour, even better. See you soon. Bye bye.